Hi everybody, we're here in Hyde Park, London, England to talk about actually one of my favorite plants. It's all over the world and it's right here. Let's pick a little bit. So this is Yarrow. It's an Achillea, let's see, multiflorum I believe. This plant is one of my favorite herbs I use in practice. I use it in a lot of skin formulas because it's antimicrobial, it kills infection. I use it in my heart formulas. It's one of our best herbs for the heart. It is a diaphoretic. It means it brings, when you drink it in a tea form or a tincture form, it brings circulation, it changes circulation, so it changes blood flow. And it really helps to bring the blood flow out to the skin. So it is an excellent cardiac medicine. I have almost all my oldest dogs on it in combination with other herbs for the heart. And but as far as it's just, this herb is kind of like my ally herb. You know, you find a plant that you resonate with it. And this one is really kind of about strength and independence. This is an herb about strength and independence. So you can see it doesn't need to be watered. In fact, it's not as good medicinally when it's watered. It doesn't need anything, really. It just needs a tiny, you could find it in the mountains in this little tiny, barely any soil on the mountain cliff, or, you know, or here in Hyde Park where it's just everywhere. It's one of our best wound medicines. So if you're trying to treat or prevent a fungal infection, nasty one, you can use it as a hot tea for a fungal infection. You take like maybe a cup of these flowers, and typically we use the flowers and then the first two what do you want to call that? Leaflets, I guess. So this would be your medicinal part, and you take a cup of those all packed up and put them with like a quart of hot water and simmer that, maybe not even simmer it, if you simmer it for a minute, or you just use an infusion, which means just pour the hot water over the flowers and macerate the flowers to get the medicinal part into the water. And that you can soak your whole infection in, or your whole, gangrenous finger or something like that. It's very, very effective, and it's everywhere, ubiquitous, right? So it's the best medicine, and it's sort of saying all the time to us it wants to be used. The other thing is it's one of our best hemostatic herbs. So in addition to, remember I talked about the blood flow where it'll take the inner blood and move it to the outer surface of the body, it will also help stop blood flow in cases of, it's my favorite herb, for example, hematuria, where you have blood in the urine, but there's no infection. Whether there is an infection or not an infection, Yarrow can help the blood in the urine. So it's the best herb for that in tincture form. Just a couple of drops of tincture for a cat 3 times a day for sterile cystitis or hematuria, blood in the urine, which is, by the way, very painful. I only know from personal experience. But anyway, Yarrow. What else can I say about Yarrow? An ancient plant. Oh, magpies. An ancient plant. So very old use, very safe. I've never heard of any problems with it. So, as with most herbs, I wouldn't use it in the case of pregnancy or lactation, just because there's very few herbs that are really, really known to be 100% safe in that situation. But isn't it a magical herb? And whenever I find Yarrow, I just know that I feel like I'm not alone, I'm with an old friend. So, all right, thanks so much. Bye from London.